Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We're back with the Minnesota Twins franchise today, and the first place Minnesota Twins, who are 11 games above 500, a 20-9 start, and I'm still shocked. The Detroit Tigers are the team behind us, and they're not that far back. Maybe they are on the rise, but right now Minnesota is doing pretty well coming off the World Series winning season. And today we're going to get into some more action. We start out here at home against Toronto with a huge 21-run scoring day by both teams, but the Twins come up short with a blown save in the 9th inning. We've been pretty good this year as far as closing games late. Raisel Iglesias has been excellent, but today he blows his first save of the season. Josh Harrison also happened to have a really good series against us. He was, I think, an average to above average player a year ago, and then we traded him. This year, he's among one of the best at his position now, hitting nearly 350. He did go yard against us and played really well here in the return to Minnesota. We follow up the Toronto debacle with a loss series against Kansas City. So now the record trending toward 500, but we are able to answer back with a sweep on the road against the Angels. Here is a look at the 11-5 victory. We get 17 runs, lots of offense as Byron Buxton continues an even better year at the plate than he showed us a year ago. If last year is what we were getting now, I'd be content, but Buxton's taking it to an even greater level this season. And we're going to get into this matchup now, Interleague play against the Atlanta Braves, a team that we don't see very often whatsoever. And we're going to get Jose Barrios on the mound because I really want to see him become that pitcher we've been waiting for. And the start to the year hasn't been what he wanted, but I think we can get things on track. I'll be patient, especially because I'm not just going to option him and let him get claimed. So let's open against Dansby Swanson. Quickly, Barrios jumps ahead 0-2 and breaks out that big breaking ball. When that pitch is on, the strikeout counts get really high for Jose Barrios. I was worried about the matchup, though, against Freddie Freeman, hitting .358 on the season. Goldschmidt able to locate first base and get us out of the first inning as the Twins are set to face Josh Vazquez, whose numbers are fairly average so far to begin the season. And Mookie Betts fouling off a changeup left over the middle. A 1-2 is also up and fouled back. Betts works the count and is struck out by the 94-mile-per-hour fastball. Here's a look at the Twins offense right now. The only thing concerning me is that Miguel Sano is batting about 50 points less than a year ago. We'll see if that trend continues, but now it's Goldschmidt down the line and right and foul by inches. Full count, and the changeup now from Vazquez as he strikes out two of the Twins' top hitters. How about Sano? Can he get things going in the right direction? Breaking ball outside. 2-2 to Sano and popped up. This is into shallow center, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Vazquez, but it took 21 pitches. So we'll take it to the second inning, and Barrios now running inside with the fastball to get Albies the strikeouts. With two away, Hunter Renfroe did go around on the curveball. Hard to lay off, and the 0-2 popped up behind second base. Good first couple of innings for Jose Barrios. Michael Conforto's having a pretty good year. I probably won't play him against lefties any longer, but against righties, he can mash. Out to center, and it didn't go as far as I thought it was. Caught by Ender Inciarte. And now Buxton's going to hit one in his general direction again, and this time the catch is made after a long run by Ozzie Albies. Still no score as we head into the third and a 2-0 count with a single to center. This from Alex Jackson. And that'll take us to Austin Riley, making his major league debut here for the Braves as one of their top prospects. 1-2, and Barrios almost got the strikeout in Riley's first trip. Instead on the 2-2, he's going past Sano into left field. First at bat, first major league hit for third baseman Austin Riley. And yes, I've seen what he's been doing in real life for the Braves, but here he's got his souvenir here in the series. And two aboard now for Atlanta. Back to the top, Inciarte. 1-2, he's down on strikes. Still 2 aboard, but 2 down now after Berríos records his 3rd strikeout. Dansby Swanson reaches out for 1, and Breivik Valera picks it up and touches 2nd. Good job there with a mini jam in the 3rd inning, and the Twins trying to break this scoreless tie. Breivik Valera batting under 200 so far, trying to get it going at the plate as the fastball is just off the outside corner. 2-2, lined into left. A little too much air under this one. It is caught. Now we go into the 4th. Second trip for Freddie Freeman. The 0-2, he goes the other way. Just going against the shift, and this ball's not going to roll very far, and Freeman hustles into second. If I didn't take that bad angle with Betts, we'd probably keep that to a single. But now a runner in scoring position. Albies trying to get something done. 1-2, it's up the middle, and gets through. Valera can't stop it. Freeman looks but does not head home. Runners at the corners. And that brings up Hunter Renfroe, working the count full. And pulled to third. Bobbled by Sano. He'll have no play anywhere. What could have been an inning-ending double play instead scores the game's first run and keeps the scoring threat alive for Atlanta. Now it's Jackson's turn. 2 aboard. 0-2. Breaking ball past Goldschmidt now. Down the line. Puig gets to it. Braves get another run, and again runners at the corners. Braves have something going here. Ryan Rua line drive left field, base hit. 3-0 Braves. The Sano error turning out to be a very costly one. Can the Twins keep it to just 3-0? Nick Gordon, routine play, finally out of this inning, but it took a lot of pitches from Berríos. Of course, falling behind after an inning like that, I'm not too worried with this offense, but Betts is down looking. Twins getting nothing off Vázquez. No hits to this point. And now up the middle, reaching out to grab that one. Vázquez helping himself out. And how about Sano? He can get us back in this game, and he'll try on this drive. Out to right center. It's got carry, but not enough. Out to the warning track and caught. Twins can't even get a hit. The Braves, though, have gotten their offense going in the 3rd and 4th innings, but thankfully Berríos was able to put together a quick 5th to at least get through this inning. But the Twins now need some offense. Yasiel Puig trying to deliver. There's a breaking ball hit hard to center. It's going to go back and stay in the yard. Twins making solid contact, but it's not going far enough. Conforto now 1-2, and that ball is sent against the shift to deep left. And it bangs off the wall, and Conforto's finally got the Twins' first hit of the day. It's a stand-up double. Can they at least cut into this lead? Buxton now 2-1. That can't advance Conforto. 2 away. How about Nick Gordon? 1-2, going after one, low and inside. The double goes to waste. Braves still lead, and the Twins bring in a new pitcher who's actually struggled this year. Tyler Duffy has been pretty steady in this series, but now an ERA north of 5, trying to bring it down as he strikes out Albies. Here in the 6th, 1 down, Hunter Renfroe with a ground ball that will get through for his first hit of the game. That brings up Jackson, already 1 for 2, and ahead of the fastball. 2-2, another foul. The Braves worked a lot of counts. They were not easy outs at all. Jackson works it full. Here's the payoff. And Jackson pulls it into left field. Betts to the corner. He gets to it. It's extra bases for Jackson. And again, 2 in scoring position. Atlanta trying to break the game open. And here is Austin Riley, the rookie, in his first career game. That misses outside. Now a 2-1 count for Riley. It's a breaking ball and hammered to left field. Betts going back to the wall, and it's gone! A 3-run shot. Riley opens up the Atlanta lead. 6-0. That's how you make a statement in your debut. Second hit already and his first career home run. This a deflating one for Minnesota given the offense's struggles and now facing a major deficit. I did want to see if we could finally get something going against Vázquez. Occasionally, after these pitch counts get up, we can get on a roll. And here we get 2 aboard. And Goldschmidt's going to hit one on the ground. We manufacture a run. Playing some small ball here. How about Sano? One big swing to get us back in it. Can't connect on the fastball. Vasquez gets ahead in the count. 1-2, and the fastball finishes the 6th for Josh Vasquez. Had a lot of trouble adapting to his pitches. And in the 8th inning, Hunter Renfroe said, let's get that run back and go up 6 runs once again. Atlanta 7-1, and that would be your final in this game. A really disappointing one. Austin Riley trying to duplicate his real-life success, and the Twins offense just really doesn't do anything. 3 hits and a run. Rios had 1 rough inning after an error from Sano. We do lose the series to the Braves and stay home for a series against Houston. The Astros come to town 16-23. It's not the same team they once were. Dallas Keuchel's on our team. They no longer have Jose Altuve or George Springer. And you'll see their lineup here in a moment. But now we're going to see Yadier Alvarez, who also hasn't had the start to the year we'd like to see. I've seen some suggestions to give him a 4th pitch, and after this year, I think I might give him a cutter. That ball is sent to center, and the Astros are going to open the game by getting one past Buxton. You don't see that often, but it's a stand-up double for Austin Dean. And here's the new look lineup, with Alex Bregman all the way in the 7th spot hitting 208. And Evan Gattis hitting 168. So really, it's just Carlos Correa right now as their standout hitter, and he's hitting 260. 2-1. Good patience on the Alvarez slider. He works it full, and a line drive to center. Astros strike quickly, 1-0. That brings up the struggling Gattis. A 1-1 count and sent to center. He's got some power behind this one, and Buxton will have no play. A 3-run homer, or a 2-run homer to make it 3-0. My bad. It's just been that kind of year for Alvarez. Nick Williams, next pitch, he sends it down the line. And off the foul pole, 4-0. I don't know what's happening to Alvarez this year, but he's not the same pitcher. Bullpen already getting warm for Minnesota. We'll take this to the 2nd inning now as Alvarez is able to record some outs. And a 2-2 count against Kyle Lewis. There's a chopper to third base, and Sano ends the inning. I didn't want to take Alvarez out too early. Whenever pitchers struggle like this, I kind of want to see if they can get out of it, if we can make a game out of it or not. Here's Correa in the 3rd with a 2-2 pop-up in front of Sano. So obviously Alvarez able to settle things down a little bit. 4-0 is not the end of the world either. And here's a strikeout on Evan Gattis as Alvarez nails the outside. Still in the 3rd inning, Williams now up the middle. Much better job by Yadier Alvarez retiring the next 9 batters after the back-to-back homers. But the Twins, just like the previous game, need to get the offense going. Today up against David Paulino, making just his 2nd start of the year. Started strong, now a line drive, past second and into shallow center. First hit belongs to Jorge Polanco. Actually, that was our 2nd hit, I believe. And now Mitch Garver in the 9 spot, batting .225, works it full and draws a well-earned walk. Now 2 base runners as the Twins get to their best hitters, Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 on the day, and this is a laser into right. And it's right to Josh Reddick. Twins can't advance anybody. Now 1 down. Goldschmidt's turn. 1-2, and the changeup right on the outside. Not much you can do with that. Good strikeout for Paulino. But how about Puig? He's been excellent this year. Another good changeup on the outside. But a 3-1 count. Puig can't catch up to the fastball. Count now full. Payoff pitch. Hammered down the line, but Puig a little in front of one that would have gotten us back in the game. Instead, fastball high in the zone. Blown by Puig to end the inning. To the 4th we go. Alvarez still out there facing A.J. Reed. 1-2 count and a deep drive to left. Betts out to the warning track, and he's got this one with just enough room. That was the best contact they made since the first inning. I loved how Alvarez settled in. There's the slider at work, getting the strikeouts. He didn't get a lot of strikeouts. We saw mostly weak contact that didn't get out of the infield. This one does, but it's hit straight to Puig. And another good inning for Alvarez, giving the offense some time to wake up. Just a couple hits to this point. Now Gordon's turn. He lines one up the middle to lead off the 5th inning for Minnesota. That brings up Polanco, who got a hit earlier. He hammers this one. Reddick over a few steps to glove that. Twins making some good contact, not always getting much out of it. Here's Betts. He'll hit one hard to center. Trying to split the gap, and he's not going to be able to. Nick Williams over to make the catch and end the 5th inning for Minnesota. I didn't have a reason to take Alvarez out of the game in the 6th, so he stays in there, and Correa keeps it on the ground. Gordon routine play. It was just one inning. They got 4 runs on 5 hits, and after that, Alvarez settled in and looked like a completely different pitcher. The pitcher we saw a year ago. 0-2 in the air to right. Puig getting under it and making the catch. So the Astros got no hits off Alvarez beyond the 1st inning. Meanwhile, Minnesota just trying to get on the scoreboard. 1-2 from Paulino. It's a breaking ball hammered by Goldschmidt. That one's got carry. It is back, and I can't believe it didn't go. What do we got to do to score today? Sano breaking ball in front of it. Off the wall. 2-2. Good take. Count runs full. Paulino's payoff pitch is popped up. Sano's struggles continue. We saw the error, and now at-bats that are just not helping the offense. Bottom 7 now, same score. Paulino still out there, but loses this at-bat to Michael Conforto, who walks to first base. Now here's Byron Buxton hitting .306 on the year. He leads the team in RBIs. Here's a towering fly, hit to deep left. If it's fair, it's gone, and it is! Byron Buxton gets the Twins on the board. That's all we were waiting for right there. 8 on the year for Buxton, who looks like he's taking it to an even greater level this season. I expect him to maybe make the All-Star team this year. But that gets us back in it. 4-2 game. Polanco hits one hard, but won't get it past Smith at second base. Twins trying to keep it a 2-run game as we go on to the 8th. And here's Sano firing the first. And we're out of that inning. Astros still no hits since the 1st. Bottom 8 now. Mookie Betts. That ball's hammered. Similar spot to his out earlier. And Williams also gets to this one. One away. Goldschmidt now. There's a breaking ball. He doesn't miss this one. It's into center. On first base is Goldschmidt. And the same pitch in the same spot with a similar result. Now a single to left. Back-to-back hits for Minnesota. And the go-ahead run at the plate. What a time it would be for Sano to end this slump and to give the Twins the lead. Here's Sano facing Harris as he fouls off the high heater. 1-2. On the ground at third base, Bregman tags, fires to first against Sano, a double play. Astros remain on top by 2 runs. Twins need to get it done in the 9th. Sam Freeman out there facing Josh Reddick. 2-2, and another ground ball. Astros get no hits after the 1st. But can the Twins come back in the 9th? Facing Chris Davinsky, Conforto leads off and drives one to center. Williams over to make the catch, 1 down. Well, Buxton supplied our only runs to this point, so he gets another chance. In the air to center. Williams again puts that out away. Down to their last out, Nick Gordon, 1-1 count in the air left center field. It's got carry. Williams chasing it down to end the game. Williams staying busy as he helps the Astros secure the win. And the Twins fail to come back after a horrible first inning Yadier Alvarez looked like he was going to have an awful start, but he ended up having 5 perfect innings and just the one that got away from him. I think I'd rather have a performance like that as opposed to a game where they kind of piece together runs here and there. I feel like he's closer to being the pitcher from last year after a game like that. The Twins are 27-17 now. The Tigers are still there, largely in part because of Miguel Cabrera's excellent season. He currently leads the American League in batting average. Jock Peterson, meanwhile, leads in the National League. Gabe Corona has 15 homers, but Matt Carpenter has the Major League leading 18. So Minnesota loses a little bit of ground this episode. We also saw the White Sox pick up the pace a little bit. Cleveland also was doing better in their last 10 games. And so far, Maxwell Fowler on paper has been our best pitcher. I wasn't expecting that. We're still a really good team, but we definitely have some questions we hope we get answers to in the near future with some players who are struggling. But that is the game of baseball, and we'll see what is next for Minnesota. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think of this team down below in the comments section. Do you think these players can turn it around this season? Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again with more Minnesota Twins franchise. Have a great day.